Before we fill in the data here in our configurator setup, where we're going to put all the catalog items, we need to link these catalog items to visual changes that will happen in the scene. And for that, we use a plugin that's already built into Unreal and is probably already active in your project, which is the Variant Manager. In case it's not active, I'll show you how to activate this plugin. You'll go here to Edit, Plugins, search for Variant Manager, and activate these two plugins here. It will ask to restart. Once it restarts, you can continue. Keep in mind that this project already has the Variant Manager activated. This is just for you to check if everything is okay in your project. Now that everything is checked, you can create a level Variant Manager inside your project. You can create it in any folder, but I'm going to use the demo scene, which already has a variant sets field, and see that I already have a level variant sets here from the demo scene. This one here is a copy of the demo scene, which I'm using to make the tutorial. So it's empty. It just has the scene itself. So inside the chosen folder, you'll right click, go here to miscellaneous, and you'll find level variant sets here. The name I'm going to give it here is LVS tutorial. You can save it. And one thing that is very important, which could make the project not work, is you have to take this level variant set of yours and drag it into the scene. It doesn't have an icon, it's not visible, but it appears here for you inside the outliner. This here is a very important step. You need to drag it into your scene because our configurator looks for the level variant set that is in the scene. Opening it, it shows this window here. In this field, you'll add all the variant sets and the variants. Here you put the actors that have the variants and the properties that we're going to change. Let me adjust the window here so we can click on the items more easily. So the first variant set that I'm going to put here will be the variant set of the countertop that we're going to change. I'll put the variant set here. And the name you're going to put here, it's very important that it be a unique name because it looks for the variant sets by name. So for example, we have the countertop here in the kitchen, but we also have a countertop in the bathroom. And you'll probably have other items that have the same type, but they're in different rooms. For example, here we also have another separate countertop, right? I'm going to change both together, but they could be separate items. So in this case here, what I like to use is to put a name that is the group and also the zone it belongs to. In our case, it's an apartment scene, it's an ArchViz scene. So I'm going to put countertop as the group and kitchen as the zone. But it could be, for example, a car seat or the wheels or an item from some other type of product. So the name here, it doesn't need to follow a rule like mine. You can put whatever name you want, but I'm going to put the name that I like to use. And it's also the name you'll find in the variant manager of the demo scene. I named it Counter Kitchen. And then when I do the bathroom, I can name it Counter Bathroom, for example. Inside it, I'm going to create a variant. The name of the variant here, you can repeat it. Yes, there's no problem having a marble variant inside the countertop of the kitchen and the exact same name in the bathroom. Because what does it do? It first looks for the variant set by name, and then it gets all the variants that are inside that variant set. So there's no problem, it won't get confused and change the wrong variant. The important thing is to make sure that the name of the variant set is a unique name. I'm going to name this first variant here Quartz. You can also put the name of the product and the name of the supplier as well. So you could have Calacara quartz here, for example. Now that I have a variance here, I'm going to select all the items that I want to swap inside this variant. In this case, it's these two items here, and I'm going to drag them from the outliner to here. And what I want to change on them is element 0 of the material. So I'll search here for material, and here is material underscore 0. With both of them selected, I can swap the materials here. I already have a list of materials that are already applied here. In this case, by coincidence, it happens that the name quartz is already the one applied, so I don't need to change anything here. I'm now going to duplicate this variant because all the items are the same, so it's easier. I'll name it here as gray mist. I'll select both here, and I'm going to change the name of the counter to granite gray, which is the name of the material I had already created. Double-clicking here, it already applies the material for me. I can go back to them whenever I want. And duplicating again, I'll name this one Nero Granite. Select both and apply the granite to it as well. Double-clicking. You can also change it directly in the scene. For example, come here and change the name, and you'll see that this icon appears for you to record, record what is selected here in the scene. So there are these two ways for you to apply the material. So this variation here is ready. Then you need to do this with all the items you want to change. This here is not a super advanced and complete tutorial on how to use the variant manager. If you want a more complete one to do, for example, material dependencies, like what happens here on the sofa, you can leave it here in the comments and I'll make others for you, or you can send it over on the Sales Configurator Discord. When all your variant sets and variants are ready, then yes, you can start configuring over in our configurator setup. I'll leave the link to the next video here in the description, and you can head over there now. Remembering that the Sales Configurator is already available on Fab, so you can click on the links that I'll leave in the description as well to make it easier for you to join our Sales Configurator community. Thank you very much, and see you next time.